you're probably not shadowboxing enough, and you're probably not shadowboxing right, and that's a big problem. But before I jump into that, it's your boy JYD, live from the diaper room. We're on our journey to 8,000 subscribers. I think we're at like 7,200. Yesterday was a mad busy day. Hopefully got some huge news coming soon, so we're working on that. So it's been a little bit, but I appreciate y'all so much for everybody who hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I love y'all. I'm gonna continue to try to give y'all as much knowledge as I can about boxing from my experience. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so y'all can know every time we post on this channel, and we do post every day. Sorry about like yesterday for not posting. Big things are rolling. That being said, as I said a second ago in the intro, you're probably not shadowboxing enough, and you're probably not shadowboxing right. A lot of people kind of neglect how important shadowboxing is. A lot of people don't see growth in their boxing, in their technique, in their fundamentals, and moving on to advanced things because you're not shadowboxing enough. And a lot of people don't shadowbox enough because either it's boring or you try and post some blindfolded mitt work on social media. Just so we're all on the same page, blindfolded mitts is never a thing that's practical for a fight. Stop being impractical. Even in fact, both of your eyes were swollen shut, you're not going to be able to continue to fight. So, like, worst case scenario, right? Worst comes to worst, both your eyes are swollen shut during a fight because you got punched in the face so much. The referee's going to stop the fight. The doctor is going to stop the fight. The fight's not going to be able to continue. So, all of the blindfold, all that, it's cool, I guess, like for the views and whatnot. But like, yeah, nah, that's not a thing. So instead of doing that, what you should be doing is you should be being practical and stop being impractical and shadowbox more. When you're shadowboxing, you need to shadowbox and shadowbox as if someone is trying to fight you. Shadowbox as if there is an opponent in front of you. In front of you, there is an invisible man in your head. You have to use your imagination. And I know you probably too grown up and too cool to have an imagination. No, bro. Imagination. That's what you need to be using, dog. See somebody throwing punches at you. See how you'll react to those punches. Shit, even if you shadowboxing, dog, get punched in the face a time or two from that imaginary person, because you're not going to go a full fight without getting hit. It's never happened in the history of boxing, and it's not going to happen in the history of boxing. You can get hit by accident in a fight, to be honest with you. It happens. So visualize yourself in a fight with somebody. Move around the ring as if someone is coming to you, as if they're trying to set up traps, as if you're trying to set up traps. Hand placement, head movement, foot traps, foot movement, feints, all of these things. You need to, even eye traps. You can even set eye traps with people. Oh, diapers fell. You need to do these things because they are super important. All of this shadowboxing where you're doing that shadowboxing that's not practical. It's not practical. It doesn't go that way in the fight. Shadowbox is if someone's in front of you and you are in an actual boxing match or you're in an actual fight. You have to shadowbox like that because that is what builds muscle memory. Repetition builds muscle memory. If you are shadowboxing in this way, trust me, when the heat is on, you're going to go to what you know. And if this is what you know, then what you know is your fundamentals and your proper hand placement and things like that, then yes, you absolutely will go to that during a fight. But if what you know is BS, then you're going to go back to BS when the pressure is on. You know, shadowbox as many rounds as you can, even, you know, before a workout or after a workout as well. Like before a gym session and after a gym session. I don't care how many rounds it is. Whatever rounds you and your coach deem, acceptable. Whatever it is y'all deem is like but the more, I will say this, the more the better. You can never shadowbox enough. You can never shadowbox enough. It's never enough shadowboxing. You need to be doing this every single day, multiple times a day. You can never shadowbox enough. Use the mirror. The mirror is your best friend. And it can be uncomfortable to stand in the mirror because sometimes you'll look in the mirror and you like, I look stupid. You probably look stupid because you're doing something wrong, chances are, unless you're working on something new. You probably look silly because of that reason alone. The mirror is your best friend. Why? Because it will never lie to you. The mirror is literally you. Whatever it is that you're doing, the mirror is going to do. The mirror is going to show you, hey, could you imagine going to a barber? I know I'm talking about a barber with no hair. I used to have hair last year. Could you imagine going to a barber? My dad's a barber too. Could you imagine going to a barber shop and there's no mirrors inside of that barber shop? Any barber who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. There's a reason why barbers have mirrors. Because the naked eye can miss a lot of things. Whereas though where you look in the mirror and you like, the barber will size you up, baby. Look over in the mirror. Touch that up. There's a reason why there's mirrors in that barbershop. Because the mirror is not going to lie to you. Sometimes your eyes will lie to you. You have to have that mirror because that mirror is telling you, hey, this is what's going on. We have fallen in love with technology so much that we think, oh, if I don't got my phone, I can't record me shadowboxing. So how am I going to learn my mistakes or how am I going to see? The people, the greats, the legends before us that we all watch and study and know and love, they did not have cell phones at their time. And they cell phones damn sure ain't had no camera. They didn't just have access to just endless film and footage to be able to study from. That's not how that works. They stood there behind in front of a mirror and a shadow box. Stop allowing the invention of technology to steal the fact that mirrors exist. Shadow box in front of a mirror. These things exist for a reason. They're in every boxing gym for a reason. If you are in a boxing gym and they don't have a mirror in there, you need to turn around and you need to walk out. You need to shadow box in front of a mirror. Does it have to be all the time? No, but it does need to be a significant amount of time. Shadow box in front of a mirror so that you can see what is going on with you. Slow down your shadow boxing. Stop thinking everything has to be. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You don't need to shadow box fast, especially all the time. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You need to slow down because I don't care how cool you think you look doing it fast, you're doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong. And that is the problem. You're doing it wrong. If you slow down and take your time, okay, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Slow down. And then you'll naturally start to see. If you slow down your shadow boxing, for the first 3 rounds of you shadow boxing, you're going to start to notice and realize that naturally your body is going to naturally start slowly picking up the pace because it's warming up and it's doing those repetitive movements over and over again. Your body's going to start to pick up the speed and it's going to be smoother. And it's not going to be, it's going to be, it's going to be a good speed and your body's going to naturally pick up to it. Work on your defense. I see so many people shadowboxing that just really don't work on their defense at all. They just shadowbox and just think like, I don't got to move my head. I don't have to move my feet. I don't got to set traps. I don't have to feint. You need to work on your defense. If ever you see me, you've never, as I have hundreds at this point of videos of me on Instagram shadowboxing. Every single time you're going to see me do these. Expect return fire. Expect return fire. There's no way no one's just going to let you punch on them. But no competent fighter is going to ever just let you walk down and punch on them and they're going to be like, I'm not going to throw nothing back. No competent fighter is ever going to do that. You need to work on your defense. Defensively, you are not being sound enough at all. You need to work on your defense for 110%. You need to work on your defense so that you can do those things when you are in fight situation, fight scenario. This advice is not just for pros. This is advice for amateurs. This is advice for people who are recreationally learning how to box just simply because they want to defend themselves, people who are using boxing to get in shape, and people who are boxing on a professional level as well. It doesn't matter what stage you are at in boxing, from beginners to the most advanced of the advanced. I can assure you, Andre Ward shadowboxed oodles of rounds. There is footage of Andre Ward. Andre Ward is one of the best shadow boxers I've ever watched in my life. Andre Ward literally is the epitome of shadow box as if you are in a fight. Andre Ward's shadow box technique is flawless. Flawless. You need to shadow box. I don't care what level you are on. And if you are looking at someone or looking for someone to study via shadow boxing, look at how Andre Ward shadow boxes. Andre Ward's shadow boxing is a thing of beauty. Watch how he shadow boxes because it is super important. You need to be able to do these things in order to grow. You need to be able to do these things in order to add to your arsenal. You need to be able to do these things in order to implement them in real fight situation. You need to shadow box. Stop worrying about getting all the cool pad videos, blindfold. Stop worrying about all of that. Stop worrying about the BS. Shadow box more because it will behoove you to shadow box more. So that's my tip. That's my advice for today. Learn how to properly shadowbox. Thank y'all so much for everybody who joined, who stayed, who listened, who subscribed, who hit that notification bell. I appreciate y'all so much. Without y'all, there is no JYD world. There is no community. There is no any of that. So thank y'all so much. Inshallah, we have some huge news coming soon. You know, things are still in the works, but we got some big news, inshallah, coming soon. So, you know, things happening. Stay tuned. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Journey to 8,000 subs, y'all. Yeah, I love y'all so much, man. Signing out. It's your boy JYD signing out live from the diaper room. Beautiful John. Until next time. Peace. Shadowbox.